Next day, Vine was walking toward her classroom with her project in hand when suddenly a hand grabbed her and pulled her into a room. Terrified, she froze upon seeing the faces of the students in the room. Their mocking expressions sent chill through her, and she started trembling in fear. Hey, where is our project? Sorry, but I could only finish my own project in one night. How dare you prioritize your project over us? Huh? He shouted, making Vine flinch and her heart race. He snatched the project from her hands. What are you doing? Please give me back my project, she pleaded, her voice shaking. They exchanged playful smiles. Did you really think we had let you submit your project if you did not do ours? Have you forgotten that we still have that video? Hearing the word video, Vine gasped, her breath hitching as her eyes filled with tears. No, please just give me my project. Not a chance. Today the submission deadline. If ours does not get submitted, neither will yours. Saying this, he threw her project on the floor and started stomping on it. The three of them laughed cruelly while Vine stood up there helplessly, tears streaming down her face. She clutched the hem of her skirt tightly with her trembling hand. Haha, such a useless girl. And don't even think about telling anyone about this. You know what we will do if you do. It would not take long for that video to go viral. Everyone will look at you with disgust. Haha. And let's not forget he is still in coma. If he wakes up, no one will be able to save you. At the office, Taeyong and Jungkook stepped out of their room. We should head to Vine's school now, he said in a cool voice to Jungkook as they both walked forward, surrounded by guards. Their dominating aura palpable. Just then, Jungkook's phone rang. Speak. Mr. John, you instructed me to inform you about Vine's progress before discussing it in class. I wanted to let you know that Vine did not submit her project today. It was the last submission date. What? Yes, sir. I have been monitoring her performance for the past week. Her grades in tests and projects are dropping significantly. Sometimes she even fails. All right. He ended the call. John Vine, what should I do with you? He gritted his teeth, running a hand through his hair as he took deep, angry breath. What now? Vine did not submit her project today. This is just another in a series of complaints this week. How is that possible? I saw her working on it yesterday. It was almost complete. What then? Why did not she submit it? We will only find out by going to her school. Vine was sitting on the terrace staring at her test paper with fail written in red mark, tears streaming down her face. Why is all this happening to me? I don't want to die, but if he regains consciousness, no, I can't stay away from Oppa. She clutches the paper tightly in her hand. What should I do now? Because of my bullies, I can't complete my work on time. They always blackmail me. With that video, I can't take this anymore. I can't keep lying to Oppa anymore. I can't waste their money like this. I'm such a bad person. Outside the school, dozens of cars arrived and parked, and Taeyong and Jungkook stepped out of the one of them. Instantly, the school was surrounded by their guards, leaving everyone shocked to see the mafia at their school. Children began stepping back in fear, will take forward with their dangerous or ignoring the terrified expression around them. Suddenly, look over there at that girl. He pointed toward the terrace with his finger, his voice filled with worry. All the students turned their eyes to terrace, their eyes widening at the sight. Jacob, who was still walking forward, came to halt when they heard the students' words. Vine, what are you doing there? With a fearful tone, and all the students gasped and started rushing toward the building. At that moment, Taekwook turned their dark, sharp gaze toward the terrace and froze in shock at what they saw. Vine, a shocked whisper escaped his lips. Vine, he shouted, and Vine's steely eyes met his dark, piercing. What are you doing there? Step back, you will fall. He stepped forward furiously, his voice filled with panic. Vine shook her head in denial. You will slip, step back from there. This time his voice was laced with worry and fear, the fear of losing his baby sister. No, I can't step back now. I can't take this anymore. Tears streamed down her face as she spoke. Her words confused Young, who furrowed his brows. What are you talking about? First tell us what's wrong. I'm such a bad girl, Oppa. I don't want to be away from you. Her word reminded Young of something she had said the previous night, but he still could not understand why she was saying it. Then come down, come to Oppa, step back from there. His voice trembled slightly with panic as Vine's steps moved closer to the edge. I'm sorry, Oppa, I'm sorry. Shut up, Vine, step back. I said step back. Don't disobey, Oppa, he shouted aggressively. His short temper left no room for patience anymore. Sorry, with those words, her feet left the edge and Taeyong's soul felt like it left his body. His eyes widened as he reached out in vain toward her fallen figure. Vine but really floated through him when he saw Jungkook catch Vine's hand just in time. He glanced at Jungkook, who was standing beside him, the back at Vine. Leave me, Oppa, leave me. She struggled in Jungkook's grip, but he did not listen, glaring at her with bloodshot eyes. No more words. His tone was stern, and he slapped her over his shoulder, heading down. Jungkook descended the stairs to where Taeyong stood, giving him a nod. They both pounded with anger, ran his hand through his hair in frustration, watching Vine cry in What were you thinking you were about to do, huh? He yells, angrily smashing a vase on the floor, making Vine flinch. Her head was lowered and she was sobbing. Are you going to explain now, huh? He grabs her shoulder and shakes her aggressively. I'm sorry, but you're sorry, Vine. Tell us what happened. Why did you do this? Why have you been lying to us for a week? He slams his hands on the table and Vine looks at him with her wide eyes. We know you failed your test, and what did you do with the debit amount? It's better you tell us the whole truth yourself. Saying this, both of them sit on the couch with wide legs and dominant aura, which was intimidating for Vine. Open your mouth, Vine. Vine looks down, crying, and jumps through a vase near her feet, making her jump back in fright. Don't test our patience. You know us well enough now. Spill the truth. Vine looks at them with teary eyes. Will you believe me? She says in a broken tone, looking vulnerable. Take a glance at each other and then back at her. We will. One day when Vine was walking back to her class after lunch when a girl approached her. Vine, John is calling you on the terrace. Class President John, the girl nodded in response. But why? He said he wanted to discuss the project with you. You are his partner, right? Okay, I will go. Saying this, she walked toward the terrace where John was standing with his back to her. She walks up to him. John, you called me. John turns toward her with a soft smile. Yes, I wanted to tell you something. Go ahead, she says casually. But John suddenly kneels on one knee, making Vine frown. I like you, Vine. Will you be my girlfriend? His words stun Vine and she blinks in surprise. Sorry, but I can't. Why, Vine? I'm sorry. I'm good at studies. I'm handsome. Also, I'm rich. I'm perfect in every way. Please just give me a chance. But I don't like you. John stands up angrily, unable to accept rejection due to his sense of perfection. Just give me a chance. I promise you will start liking me. But I don't want to get into these things right now. Understand that, she says firmly and starts walking away. But John grabs her wrist. Let go of my hand, John. No, you can't reject me like this. You have no right to reject my love. I can. And this is not love. Now let go of me. She tries to free her hand, but he is strong. He moves closer and grabs her jaw. My heart is hurting. I am asking one last time, accept me. It's not your heart, it's your ego that hurt. And I am telling you one last time, I am not interested in you. She glares angrily at him, but John's patience runs out. He grabs her cheeks harshly. This attitude of yours won't last long. Saying this, he leans close to her lips. Vine tries to push him, but he is too strong. Let me go, you are doing wrong. She struggles and they stumble close to the terrace edge. You will not agree like this. He slaps her aggressively, grabs her tightly and tries to kiss her. Vine's tears fall as she struggles in his grip. Leave me, please leave me, she cries, bleeding, but John does not care when he trails his lips from her neck to her lips. Vine closes her eyes in fear. She uses all her strength to push him. John stumbles and falls off the terrace. His scream makes Vine open her eyes and they widen in horror. She sees John's body lying on the ground below, covered in blood. Vine stumbles backward, placing a hand over her mouth. Cut. Vine turns to see Harry, Ray and Anna standing there with Harry holding a phone as if he recorded a video. I did not do this. She stammers, swallowing hard as she sees smoke on their face. They were her classmate and part of Notorious gang. So you pushed the class president off the terrace. Him. Vine shakes her head with teary eyes. He fell from the 5th floor. Do you think he will survive? I don't think so. Oh, Vine, you are a criminal. And where does a criminal belong? Jail. The three of them laugh at her. No, I did not kill him. He was harassing me. I did not mean to push him off the terrace. But the video clearly shows you pushing John. This is strong evidence of your crime. No, he was trying to force me. She cries, explaining her heartbeat racing fast. We know, but we cut the part out of the video. Now all the evidence point to you pushing him. No, please don't lie. I don't want to kill him. We will show this video to everyone and you will end up in jail. No, he was forcing me. Do you have any proof of that? Vine nervously gulps, pretends and shakes her head. You don't, do you? But we do. Now you are going to jail. No, please don't send me to jail. Please don't show the video to anyone. We won't, but in return you will do everything we say. Like what? Like doing all of our work and giving us money. Or if you don't do, then this video will ruin your life. No, I will do whatever you say. And they used that amount for and forced me to do everything. Because of this, I was under a lot of pressure and could not focus on my studies. She could feel their eyes darkening with anger as their muscles tensed. Believe me, Oppa, I did not push him intentionally. Please don't send me to jail. Please save me. She burst into tears and collapsed to the floor, trembled. his anger evident as he tapped Vine's shoulder firmly. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier? I was so scared because I felt guilty myself. I thought if you saw that video, you would not believe me either. They both, consumed with rage, trashed the living room. Vine trembled with fear as their eyes fell on her shaking figure. They signed, closing their eyes to take a deep breath, and approached her. Stop crying. Oppa did not mean to be angry with you. Vine was still crying as Jungkook seated her on the couch. Both knelt in front of her. Relax, easy breath, baby. He held her tiny hands in his rough ones, gently caressing them. Taeyong wiped her tears and covered her cheeks with his veiny rough hand. "Shh, my baby, stop crying. We did not mean to shout at you, but you should not have hidden this from us." He gave her a disappointed look and Vine sniffed, her eyes red and puffy lips trembling. "Please, I don't want to go to jail. Save me." "No one can send you to jail. We are here. Nothing will happen to you. Oppa will handle everything." He glanced at Taeyong and who nodded. "We are stepping out for some work." They both stood up, but as they turned, Vine grabbed Jungkook's hand. They both looked at her. "I'm sorry, please don't be mad at me. We are the one who should apologize. We failed to earn your trust, which is why you did not share such a big matter with us. We are terrible, brother." They both gave her a sad smile, making her realize how much she had hurt them. "No, you are the world's best, brother. Please forgive me. No more tears. We will be back by dinner time. Okay?" Saying this, they both left the mansion and Vine was there, disappearing figure with a sad face. Time skipped. They both entered the mansion in the evening and found Vine sleeping on the couch with dry tears visible on her cheek. A soft chuckle escaped their lips. Our little baby. He gently picked her up in his arm and carried her to the room, laying her on the bed and covering her with a blanket before going to their respective room to freshen up. A while later, Vine woke up. "I was in the living area. Then who brought me here? Must be Oppa. I need to apologize to him." She went to the washroom to fresh up and then made her way to the dining area where Taekook was having dinner. She felt deeply sad seeing them eating without her. She slowly approached them and stood silently near by. Taekook looked at her, letting out a sigh, knowing she would not eat without them. Taeyong then pulled her onto his lap, his hand protectively circling her stomach. Both frowned and looked at her, noticing her eyes welling up with tears. "What happened, Vine?" "Your hand," she hissed in pain, and Taeyong quickly removed his hand from her stomach. "What happened? Is there any injury on your stomach?" "No, Oppa." Jungkook gave her glare, silencing her immediately. Tai lifted her top slightly and both of them gasped at the sight of a deep wound on her stomach. "How did this happen? How did you get such a deep wound?" Actually, we want the truth, only the truth, Harry." Their jaw clenched in anger as they gestured to me to bring ointment. "Sit quietly," he said while applying ointment at her wound as Taeyong held her top and supported her. "It's burning, Oppa," she sobbed, making their heart clench at her pains. "It won't hurt in a little while. Keep the wound open, it will heal fast." Later at midnight, Taekook sat shirtless on the balcony like the night before, leaning on their chairs with eyes closed and whiskey glasses in hand. "Did our man take care of the bodies?" The news of those dead has even made it on a TV. He showed his phone screen to JK. "Today, 4 bodies were found in the river, severely injured as thought tortured before being thrown into the water. Among them were 3 students from the city's famous international public school and the school's principal. How can I leave that when all this happened in his school and he did not even know? You tell me about John. How could I leave that? Who dared to touch my pencil with his hands? It's all started because of him." His words were interrupted by the sound of something falling behind them. They turned to see Vine standing there. "You killed them all." She walked toward them with slow steps as they spoke without looking at her, maintaining straight faces. "Yes." Vine blinked her eyes, unsure of what to say, but she did not feel sadness over their death, because for her, whatever her Oppas did could never be wrong. Oppa, they did not respond, simply taking a sip of their drinks. Seeing their coldness, her eyes filled with tears. "Please, Oppa, forgive me. Don't ignore me. I promise I won't hide anything from you again." Their cold expression softened instantly as they noticed her tears. They sighed and set their glasses down and approached her. "I'm sorry. Don't ignore your baby," she sobbed as Taeyong pulled her into his embrace. "Shh, don't cry. We are not ignoring you." He caressed her hair as Vine snuggled into Tae's bare chest. I'm sorry, I will never hurt you again. No more apologize. Relax, don't do this again. Your action nearly took our lives today. Next time, you won't hide anything from us, will you? I won't hide anything from you. No more pearls from our baby's eyes. I don't need your apologize. I need you to trust us and share everything with us. I trust you. I promise it won't happen again, she said softly, and Jungkook kissed her forehead. We love you the most in this world, and we will always believe in you no matter what. Kissed her forehead. I love you so much. Them and they smiled, kissing her cheeks. Their action became playful as they began to suck on her cheeks. Vine, already familiar with their obsession, pouted in irritation. Oppa, leave me, they smiled, sucking her cheek harder, sending goosebumps all over her body. After a while, they stopped watching her cute, angry pout. Her face had turned red from their sweet torture. Your chubby cheeks are tastier than dumpling. He kissed her cheek with his large, rough hand. You made my cheeks wet, you, she pouted cutely, making them chuckle. We love you so much, our addiction. They placed a peck on her cheeks.